Good morning, PC3, and welcome back. I'm Aiden Brindley.
And I'm Demetrius Castro, and there's a lot we have to talk about today, so let's get straight into it. Today in Valparaiso, Indiana right now, we're starting off with a brisk 34 degrees with a high of 38 and a low of 33. The wind today is going to be 9 miles per hour, and it's going to be a chilly one, so stay warm out there.
Today in odd news, a deer broke into an elementary school in New Jersey. Police body cameras show a police chase as they were chasing the deer through the hallways. The police were having a foot chase with the four-legged trespasser. The police managed to open a door and let the deer back out into the wild.
23andMe confirmed that a recent breach leak data belonged to 6.9 million users. In an email stated to The Verge, the company spokesman Andy Kill says that the breach affected around 5.5 million users who had DNA relatives enabled, a feature that matches users with similar genetic makeups with an additional 1.4 million people who had their family tree profile accessed. 23andMe says it's still in the process of notifying their users affected by the breach.
I mean, that whole thing's kind of scary to me. I have my info in 23andMe, and I have that ancestor connection thing on. So
honestly, I never really even trusted that because I feel like things like this could happen all the time.
Well, I thought about that too, but I was like, nah, well,
that won't happen.
It happens.
It happened. Yeah.
Anyways, let's throw it back to the radio. We've got a very important guest coming in today, so you're gonna want to stick around for that. Let's check it out.
The all-new PC3 Media website is now up and running. Visit PC3Media.com on the World Wide Web and get updates on our latest live stream broadcasts.
I love sports ball. Yay!
View our Friday show archives.
I'm in this. I like this. That's the one
yeah. Check out our latest newscasts.
News? They've got news on here? I love the news. What they got going on today?
View our class rosters and stream PC3 Radio online 24 hours a day.
The radio? It's like candy for my ears.
Don't miss out on the best student-run media group in Northwest Indiana. Visit PC3Media.com today.
Hey guys, and welcome back to our radio portion. I do want to comment on the fact that there is another deer breaking in. First
it
was
the third deer.
Yeah, first it was that food service place, and now it's a school. Honestly, where are the deer gonna strike next? But I'm Lana, Cantu.
I'm Stella. I'm Reese.
And today we have a special guest. Her name is LeAnn Stutler. She'll be playing at Toys for Tots, and she will be joining us in a little bit. But first I wanna ask, who are some of your most influential people over this year? This year's coming to a close. Lots of celebrity stuff has happened that I don't know about, but
yeah. One day, Lana, we're gonna sit down and I'm gonna make a slideshow of the most important. That's what we're doing. I'm gonna make a slideshow of the most top 50 things that happened 2023, pop culture wise.
And you're gonna sit there.
If you lose the court case this time, that might be.
That's your punishment.
We still haven't done my first punishment.
It will come out eventually.
We'll figure it out. Still.
We'll find a time. You need to go to Hot Topic. You need to be exposed.
Speaking of time, the Times does ever since 1927. They have a group of people or a concept or something major that happened that they think was the most influential part of the world for the year. So their group this year is this is only some of it. I couldn't find the rest of it, but it's King Charles III, Jerome Powell, Trump prosecutors, Hollywood strikes, Barbie, and Taylor Swift.
I know Barbie and Taylor Swift.
Yeah, and all of these I'm nah, maybe Barbie, but the rest I'm okay, I really just didn't care.
Taylor Swift because Taylor Swift had her tour.
She's
I love Taylor
huge.
Swift, but
I'm just
I understand why it's there.
Yeah, no,
It's there.
My question is what is their I don't know, system of discerning what is the most influential? Is it
I don't know.
impact?
Yeah, basically
the
most talked about.
Somebody sitting there and giving questions and then people are writing I'm
a
assuming
survey
there's
or
survey
something. Yeah.
To,
I'm not sure how they figured it out. I mean they got it right. I feel that was pretty,
Yeah, there was the technical side.
Yeah.
And then there was
I didn't know
media
King
side.
Charles or whatever. I didn't really follow the royal family drama and all
I
that.
didn't either.
I just gave
Which
up
one is
after.
that?
That was
Again?
really big.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Jerome Powell too. He did something with stock marketing, and I'm just like,
Who is that? I don't even know who that is.
I don't know. Some.
The only person that I know with the name Powell is John Powell, the composer of How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh,
Yes.
well, this is
the
much
important.
different. So I came up with the list of my most influential things
Yeah.
and people this year, and then I hope to hear yours.
Oh, it's probably non-existent, but
Yeah, mine is Trisha Paytas being a mom to Malibu Barbie is probably my top one.
I don't even know what those words
I-
mean
I saw that.
consecutively.
I saw that and I was like, you're joking. Like, there's no way.
Oh
like,
my god, she's on a podcast and she was going through her baby names and holy cow, she's pregnant right now and the next one will be Elvis, regardless of gender.
What?
okay,
Imagine
that's
kind of iconic though. Like,
yeah, exactly.
if
That's kind of
Trisha's your
but like,
mom, like you have to go
Yeah.
all out.
but like at the same time, like Elvis is still pretty. Like that's like name would I wouldn't like
Yeah.
be sad. Like if I was named Malibu Barbie, I would like cry myself to sleep.
Oh my god.
No,
Oh,
it's
you're
so
saying that's an
cute.
actual baby
Like
name?
That's
I had no idea what you guys were talking about.
Her name
No.
is Malibu.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I would cry. But
I
if my
feel like
name was Elvis, I'd be like, okay.
It'd be kind of I
Yeah.
feel like there's a pretty way to do Elvis though, like Graceland or something.
Yeah.
Like great, like you can make it more tribute, but
Yeah.
straight out Elvis. I don't know. I mean, you have to go big or go home
Yeah,
if you're gonna be
exactly.
Trisha's kid.
Exactly. So like if you're like a normal person, then like if you don't want to name
Yeah,
your kid
yeah,
Elvis, because
yeah.
then like you
There's
know you're
prettier
named after
ways
Elvis.
to do it, yeah,
But like Graceland would be like kind of cute, I guess. But names are weird.
yeah,
Like, names.
like Grace or any like after which Elvis is probably also on my top moments of 2023. The Elvis voice that Austin Butler was like stuck
Oh,
in,
Yes.
and like the whole
I like
drama
that.
with his like girlfriend.
Oh yeah. That was
That was
so
tea.
dumb. I never understood that. That was like
I-
actually dumb. to me.
Shameless, stupid drama that
Yeah.
I sat there and I was entertained by.
Yeah. No, I just sat there and I was like, this doesn't add up. Like, why?
Yeah.
Like, people can break up, guys. It's okay. Like,
I don't
Right.
even know what you're talking about. This is how
You got it.
uncultured I am.
well, you can just sit there and absorb all of it.
I'll sit still, look pretty.
Yeah, my next icon of the year is definitely Northwest, and she's gonna stay at the top.
Who is that?
Oh
Really?
my goodness gracious!
The only Northwest I know is Northwest Indiana.
No, Kanye West
That's
and
where-
Kim Kardashian had a kid in Northwest, and
Oh, I thought you were talking about like
she like
Northwest.
no, not like Northwest, like the
North-
Northwest.
North
Space
and
West.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were talking about
And
a
her
name.
like fashion and TikToks, and I'm obsessed with
That's
her.
a girl?
She's yeah.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
Facts.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I've just offended Kardashian and Kanye West fans.
It's okay. She still eats it up every time. Every time her TikTok comes on my free page, I'm like, I always go to click on the comments. I'm like, dang it.
Be like, wow.
Next, I think who gasped at this when I brought it up, but the Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater scandal.
Oh, I gasped at that.
Because why
That
does he
was
look
so
like Frankie
funny.
Grande? I'm so scared.
Well,
Was
in fact, I
isn't-
don't know about what you're
Isn't
talking about.
that the
with
guy
either.
who like is in like the SpongeBob?
Yes,
musical?
the musical. Yes.
Yeah, because there's all this stuff where like she like divorced her husband. And then
divorced her
was going-
husband.
That's like actually crazy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
going for the SpongeBob man.
And then Rampage, like the big red boots, the UFOs,
Mm-hmm.
that in the beginning of the year. What else? Oh, the Gwyneth Paltrow like ski accident
Uh-huh.
trial.
Yeah.
Like that was so dumb, but was I so entertained by her quirky comments? Yes. Sasha Kobe from this season of RuPaul's Drag Race, Dolly Parton, and her performance with the Dalton Cowboys.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Dalton Cowboys.
Maybe. Don't ask. I don't think
I'm
either
not
of
a
us know.
sports
You
fan.
should definitely ask me. I would definitely know.
Yeah.
Definitely not. And then last,
Wow.
but definitely not least, is the Hunger Games,
Oh, yeah.
especially Tom Blythe.
I know the Hunger Games, but I don't know who you just said.
It's in the new ones.
The snow guy.
The
Oh,
guy who plays Snow.
Well, what
My
are your
influential people?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know. I think, I don't know. Do you know?
Do I know what yours is or
No,
what mine are?
what
Who
yours
yours
are.
would be?
It
It has to be from this year though, before you're like The Flash.
The Flash, Barry Allen, Grant Gustin. No, I don't I just don't care about celebrity drama. I could honestly care less. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. No offense.
It's okay. It's kind of like I have no shame in it anymore. I am a sucker for stupid drama, mindless drama that you really have. Yeah, it's no meaning behind it.
No, the one thing that I got like sucked into was the Timothy Chalamet and was Kylie Jenner, right?
Yes. What was that? Like, what is this combination? It makes no sense.
Yeah, no.
Oh, and then I feel like for you, my apologies. I feel like for you, the whole FNAF lore. She would come in.
Yeah.
No.
Stella would come in and she'd be like, "Yeah, I'm on hour 6 of hour 8 of." And I was like,
so bad.
"Oh, 8 hours is crazy."
No, it's literally almost. It's very stupid. And
8 hours.
whoever does that, the guy who does it, is so wild. Like, he'll just go on these like rants, and then he'll know he's on rants, and then he's like, "But that's not anything that I'm gonna talk about. That's wrong." I was like,
yeah, that for you
okay.
for sure. I feel like I heard a lot.
Okay, then I'll say FNAF is mine too.
Yeah.
Because the FNAF movie was a big one for me.
Yeah.
I've never played FNAF, but I'm really into the lore.
I like the lore of it. I tried to play it. I just suck. I'm gonna be honest, I only watched it for Josh Hutcherson. My bad, guys.
That's influential in the way that like those are annoying me at this point. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be watching it. No,
Or
the
the
edits.
Oh,
edits.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
'cause,
edits
like-
I'll never be sick of.
No,
They come on the Hunger Games ones and the FNAF
Yeah.
ones.
NF?
Whatever. We're calling it FNAF.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
never get
when
sick
the
of
NF Hope album came out, that was big for me
No,
this year. If you know NF, you probably love the Hope album, but
I really
Yeah.
like the new Mitski album, but I don't know if you count that.
I
really like that.
No, that counts.
I don't know
I
who that
honestly-
is. What the heck?
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, I'm making a slideshow for Lana. This is
Yeah, we
ridiculous.
need a
And I'm putting
slideshow.
like the most like niche people too. Like
Yeah.
the YouTube drama, like you're learning about that. We'll start with A-list celebrities and then we'll move down to B-list celebrities.
Yes.
That's what we'll do.
You know, maybe I'll learn more about pop culture stuff going to Toys for Tots this Saturday when we go and film that. Yeah, and one of the people are actually going to be here today, LeAnn Stutler, as I said before. So, yeah.
Her name is probably top of my influential list. That name is just so
It is such a cool
celebrity,
name. It
fancy.
just goes together.
It's
LeAnn
so
Stutler.
like it's every time I
It
hear it, I'm
sounds
like
like a celebrity name. It does.
it has so okay. Sorry, I just love names. And that one is just like
Yeah, so she'll be performing on Saturday, but she will also be performing here. So, you know, stay tuned for the whole show so you can see her play. And we'll be playing a game later as well with
no
that.
cheating from Lana this time, hopefully.
No, because I'll be the host. So
Oh,
I'll make sure whoever I
That's
don't like.
still unfair.
who's out.
Yeah.
yes.
Yep. I knew it was coming.
I'm a completely unbiased person. What are you talking about?
So biased.
But yeah, so stay tuned for that. We're going to get some more really cool news stories from our news guys. And we'll see you and LeAnn when we come back.
Hey, my friend's a little hungry.
I can help you with that.
Welcome back, everyone. We've still got some stories for you guys, so let's jump right into them. Sad news today as the TV legend Norman Lear, who was the brains behind numerous 70s sitcoms, including All in the Family, The Jeffersons, and Maude, has died today at age 101. Over the course of his decades-long career, the television pioneer was the recipient of 6 Emmy Awards and 1 Golden Globe for his work on TV. In 1975, the Academy Award nominees received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and close to 10 years later, Lear became one of the first people inducted into the Television Hall of Fame. In 1990, he was honored with the National Medal by the Arts by then-President Bill Clinton.
Fortnite has announced its first headlining act for its festival game, and this time around it's the weekend. Fortnite Festival is set to launch exclusively on Fortnite on December 9th. The Canadian artist dropped a trailer Tuesday night featuring the Weeknd skins performing its 2022 hit Take My Breath. According to a press release, Fortnite Festival is a new music game where players can play in a band with friends or perform solo on a stage with hit music by their favorite artist.
This week, the Colorado Department of Transportation received $2 million to build a wildlife overpass between Denver and Colorado Springs as part of the longer project to protect the major passage of wildlife collisions. The Greenland Overpass will connect 39,000 acres of important habitat, reduce roadway hazards, and keep both Colorado drivers and wildlife safe.
I hope that project can actually help out with the wildlife by expanding the habitat.
I hope so too. I mean, like, I hope it actually works, you know? But anyways, radio has a very special guest coming in, so let's check in with them and check it out.
Hey you, on that couch there.
Huh?
Are you tired of watching some boring old shows such as The Office?
Yeah, obviously.
Well then do I have something for you. It's The Friday Show.
The Friday Show?
That's right. The Friday Show has tons of episodes and things for you to watch.
Like what?
Well, we got reviews, skits, holiday specials, and many more.
Holy moly!
And check out this honest review about the show.
Man, this is the best show I've ever seen since 2008. This show is just so good. I bought a whole box of popcorn just to watch the show.
That's actually pretty cool. Where can I find it? It's on YouTube right now. Just look up PC3 Media on YouTube and you'll find it right there.
And we are back with a game of this or that, although it's not going to be how you usually have seen it in the past on the Friday show. Today, it's more not would you rather questions, but which of the which questions. So really, point system is easy. If you get it right, you get a point. Keep a tally on your boards.
I see.
So, yeah. So the rules are simple. I'm going to say if you think it is blah 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 blah, write this. If you think it is blah 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 blah, write that. It's honestly a really simple game. If you have any questions as we play, answer them in your own common sense. Or ask me. So our first question is, we like to talk about movies a lot, so our first question is going to be about a movie. Back in 2015, which was the highest grossing film in 2015? All right.
What?
Now, if you think it is Avengers Age of Ultron, write this. If you think it is Star Wars The Force Awakens, write that.
Ooh.
And remember to write thick so we can see it on the screen. Not small, write big.
You said thick, not
Thick and big. That doesn't sound right. But yeah. Do you remember films from 2015?
No.
You don't remember anything?
I was.
Yeah, how old would you have been?
10?
10?
Yeah, we're gonna be like 10.
10 years?
I feel like I remember going to see Star Wars in theaters though.
Do we
Star
hold it
Wars?
up now?
Yes. Show your answers.
Oh,
now, if you wrote that, you are correct.
Oh dang!
So 1 point
I
for
know
Reese.
that. I know that hurt you, Lana.
That did.
I know that hurt you.
Listen, LeAnn, you might be new here, but there's a bit of a rivalry between us. So
it's not even a rivalry. It's so one-sided. It's just Lana.
You know, it's okay. It's just Lana.
Yeah, it's just me.
She's out to trick us all.
Yeah.
Our third question is about board games. I'm sure. Sorry, our second question. My bad.
You a board game fanatic?
I love board games. I love board games.
Yeah, no, board games are like my bread and butter.
Watch, I'll get this wrong now.
It's an easy question. Probably not. Which is the fourth best-selling board game of all time?
Oh.
Give us the answers, or like give us the questions.
Yeah. Okay, so if you think it is that, write backgammon.
What?
Okay.
And if you think it is this, write Scrabble. No, if you think it is Scrabble, write this. My bad.
So Scrabble is this, backgammon is that.
Correct.
I feel like Scrabble's like number 1.
I feel like Monopoly's
this is
gotta be
the
number one.
fourth best-selling board game
Scrabble
of all
was
time.
this? Monopoly, sorry. I feel like there's other things. I don't even know what the one you said is.
Backgammon.
Yeah, I don't know what backgammon is.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's similar to checkers where you have pieces like checkers and you have to move them across the board, but you can also like take your opponents out and you got to travel around a board and try and get all of your pieces into a little trough at the end of the board before. Have you ever played Mancala?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of similar to Moncala. It's not the exact same, but it's similar.
Yeah.
Man, we got the board game
She knew.
genius here. And if you wrote this, you're correct.
Dang it.
It was Scrabble. Scrabble's the fourth. The most
number one?
number one is chess.
Oh, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
apparently. I don't know.
Monopoly.
I mean,
I
know
just
it's
look on
a board,
websites,
Chess
man.
is chess.
Okay, so we're gonna go back into some music. You might actually know this, Stella. This might be a point for you. Which is the most famous indie artist according to a survey done on Ranker.com?
Oh.
If you think it is The Cure, write this. If you think it is Radiohead, write that.
There's so much pressure on me. There's so much pressure on me.
You are our indie.
What was it? Indie?
Yes. Indie artist.
Give me my wait. The
Is
Cure
Radiohead
versus
count as indie?
Radiohead?
Yeah. What?
Is Radiohead count as indie?
It's what I looked up online.
I don't know.
And obviously the internet is the most
I would like to say Radiohead.
reliable source.
I would like to say Radiohead because I like it.
What?
But I
If
feel
you-
like it's the
Oh,
Cure just because it's the Cure.
All right. The Cure is this, and the Radiohead is that.
No. I don't know. I don't know.
She's paused at TNH.
If you get this wrong, okay. If you wrote this, you are correct.
Yay! I did it,
Congratulations.
guys.
It is The Cure.
Have all
I
of
think
them been this
Radiohead
so
was
far?
like
I
fourth.
think I have no idea. Actually, I was gonna
Has
say.
it been? I don't even know.
Yay!
All right. So we're gonna get into some dance. I know Reese is a dancer. Correct. Correct. You love your dance coach.
I do love Sharon.
So we're going back to 2012.
Okay.
Even farther back than 2015. So in 2012, which was the most popular dance move? If you think
Wait, I'm thinking like Fortnite.
in
But what?
2012,
That came
Isn't
out
that,
what?
it's like the
16.
Stanky?
Wait. Okay. Give me the option.
yes,
Yeah, yeah.
it's in 2012. If you think it is the Harlem Shake, write this.
No.
If you think it is Gangnam Style,
Yeah, it's definitely that.
write that. And then if you get it wrong, you have to do a demonstration. I'm kidding. I won't make you do that.
Do you guys remember when Gangnam Style came out on New Year's? Like it was like the New Year's thing.
Yeah.
For the ball drop and like the porta potties.
I wasn't allowed to like even know what that was for the longest time.
Oh, that's such a vivid
We're not
memory.
showing it.
Okay, you can show. You
Okay.
can show. Let's see. That. Either you're all right or you're all wrong. If you wrote that, you are correct. LeAnn, is this your first point?
Yes, it is.
You're sabotaging, Lana.
How am I sabotaging?
I don't know.
If you're smart, you're smart. If you're not, you're not.
Thank you.
That's just me.
Thank you.
This is what we mean when we say Lana.
Yeah.
It,
I'm
going back to
energetic.
like 2012. How old was I in 2012? I was 15, I think.
How old was I? How old were you in 2012? You were born in six, right?
I was 6.
I was 7 then.
Whoa, that's crazy. 6 is insane.
So
The
of
fact
course
that I
we
was
would
15
know.
and you were 6 is insane.
Well, that's like how many years? 9. I can do math.
Both remembered Gangnam Style though.
That's true. That's true. All right. So, do you guys know your history though? You might know your own histories of how old you were, but do you know history?
Not that well.
No? Okay. Well, then you're probably not going to get this question right.
I'm bad with words.
So the question is, which U.S. president was nicknamed the Great Hammerer, given because of their actions during war? If you think it is George Washington, write this. If you think it is Ulysses S. Grant, write that.
I'm so thankful that we just have to spell this or that because I can't spell.
Yeah, I know, this
I don't
is-
think I'm gonna be able to spell. I would not be able to spell either.
All right, so either they're all right or they are all wrong. Let's see if we can get LeAnn another point, and we can because it is Ulysses S. Grant.
Wonderful.
Congratulations. And now, our next question, if you've ever been in an English class, at least in a public school, because I never did this at my private school, but you've probably read To Kill a Mockingbird, correct? Correct?
Please.
All right, so the author is Harper Lee, so which was Harper Lee's first piece of literature called? If you think it is Go Set a Watchman, write this. If you think it is Romance and High Adventure, write that.
What was the first one?
Go set a watchman.
Okay.
Ready to show? Let's show. So either they're all right or they're all wrong, and unfortunately, they are all wrong.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one of her first published essays, not a book, but an essay, was called Romance and High Adventure. Trick question. I didn't know that. Jennings is telling me that is cold.
It is.
Yeah, it
it's
is.
so cold.
Hey, what can I say? You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And you know, Miss LeAnn Stutler has written a song named Atticus, which is a character in To Kill a Mockingbird, but she's also written other songs. So my last question is, which is LeAnn's most listened to song on Spotify? Do you think you would know this, LeAnn?
I think I do, but I feel like a question like that is like makes me seem like conceited, like I'm checking my Spotify stats every day, and
I'm actually not sure because like looking on Spotify was really weird.
Yeah.
You know, so like I'm not sure if this is even correct, but we're gonna say it's correct in my mind.
You
'Cause
probably know the
I am
answer better than I do.
I am the game show host, so it's my
You're at
rules.
Lana's mercy.
Yeah, you're at my mercy, Lana's mercy. Okay, do y'all have your? Oh, I didn't even give. Did I give you options?
No.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, man. Okay, I forgot how this game works. Okay, so if you think it is Atticus, write this. If you think it is Welcome to the Circle, write that.
Did you ever read the second book that Harper Lee came out with?
I did.
Oh no, guys. So either Stella's right or they are right. And if you wrote that, you're correct. Sorry, Stella. You need to educate yourself on Miss Stutler over here.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It was a 50-50 shot for me too.
So yeah, the
Send me
top
Reese
song, at least that I could see on Spotify, was Welcome to the Circle, which is actually the song that Miss LeAnn will be playing for us later on in the show today. What are the standings?
Reese won.
Yeah.
I got 4.
Dude, what is
Ooh,
wrong
look at that!
with
Look
you?
at the anger on her face.
What is wrong with you? No, we honestly need to get her to not win. That would be preferable. We'll see what happens on the game show tomorrow when we have our Memorial Opera House representative come in and play with us. But for now, let's go to a break so we can get ready for LeAnn Stutler afterward.
It's that time of year again where you get to apply to vocationals. So I'm here to show you what we do.
We are the radio broadcasting vocation, which means we do sports broadcasting. And there he goes! Skits on our Friday show.
Why so serious?
And my personal favorite, live production. If we've grabbed your interest with all the awesome things we do here, then contact your guidance counselor to enroll. Or use the email on the screen to contact our class instructors.
Hi, I'm Tina, and I own the Spice and Tea Exchange of Valparaiso in downtown. We've been here a little over 2 years, so we offer a variety of things. We have over 70 custom spice blends that make cooking easy for you. We have infused salts and sugars. We have a pepper wall. We have over 70 loose leaf teas, spice balls behind us. So we have everything to make your meals a little bit more flavorful. So I think we have a lot to offer with the variety that we have. You know, loose leaf tea primarily has a little bit more flavor than your tea bag that you might be used to. So we have a full line of accessories. We have candles, we've got your tea infusers, we have travel mugs, we have your matcha needs, we've got spice grinders, everything that you need to outfit your kitchen.
Hello guys, we are back with LeAnn Stutler, and she's going to tell us a little bit about herself today. Well, first off, you're playing at Toys for Tots, which we've been teasing probably incessantly the past couple of days. But yeah, so are you excited for Toys for Tots?
I'm very excited.
You played there before, correct?
No, I have not.
You
This
haven't?
is actually my first time on the show.
Your first time?
Yeah.
All right, so how did that work out? Did you contact them? Did they contact you?
I was actually contacted by Gary Flanagan, who's kind of putting a whole bunch of this together. And I've been on the built for about 6 months now. So it's kind of been all leading up to this week. I'm excited for it.
That is really exciting, and I'm excited to see you perform, I will say. But how did you get into the music business? I know that you had a band when you were 15, correct? Capernaum?
Yeah.
How did that come about?
So I've always been interested in music. My parents took me to a Jody Messina concert when I was 3 years old. That was the worst decision they possibly could have made. But ever since then, I started picking up different instruments, and Capernaum came about when I was in youth group, actually. 3 members, including myself, all went to the same youth group, and we had a mutual friend come in and play drums, and we just hit the ground running. Started off with different church events, like we did a car show one time for the church for a fundraiser, and then we're like, well, let's see where this takes us, and just happened, and we had a good run for about 6 years, I think.
Wow, that's really impressive. Yeah. Did you like play at different venues and stuff outside of church and stuff?
Yeah, we played at a whole bunch of different restaurants, different festivals, different fairs, competitions, all over Northwest Indiana, and even into parts of the suburbs of Illinois. So we were all over the place for a while.
When did you kind of disperse as a band? Did you all like just go on solo careers, or was it more like, it seems like this is fizzling out?
So we reached a point that I was away at college. Capernaum kind of disbanded when we were going into my senior year of college. And our drummer was also in college, and we decided that we wanted to pursue different interests. Our guitar player was just going into college, and he was going away to school in Massachusetts. He was going to study robotic engineering.
I see.
And our bass player was in his 30s, and he was in a serious relationship and had just gotten engaged and was getting ready to settle down and get married, and now has a family. So everybody just kind of went different life directions, and we still talk to each other. We still keep in contact and check on each other, and it's great, but everybody just went different ways because of life.
Yeah. Would you say that band helped you get, like, kind of jumpstart your solo career?
Definitely. Because by being in the band, especially as an underage person, because we started the month after I turned 16 was our first real gig. And being under 21, there's not many places in the area that you can go to play that are open to those underage. So we spent a lot of time going to different jam nights and kind of getting our foot in the door that way and proving ourselves to an extent. I mean, I don't like to use that term, but that's what it was. And we got to network and connect with a lot of people that way.
I see. So, like, what kind of, did you use any connections that you made when you were in a band that you use now in terms of, like, getting into places and stuff?
Yes and no. Fortunately, since I now am over 21, I've gotten to branch out into a few more selective venues, I want to say that. But a lot of the places still, I mean, I play places that we used to then. And just getting to know other people too through those Capernaum days and going to those jam nights and networking with people. I've played duos with different acts in the region, and some of those people have gone on to be booking parties for other venues, and so they'll contact me and I contact them, or I'll recommend them for different things, and we just kind of all shift around a little bit. So it's all about networking around here. So that can be hard sometimes, if that makes sense.
No, I understand what you're saying, just making sure that almost like not forgotten, or you don't forget them almost in a way.
Yeah, it's a saturated market, but I mean that in the best way possible, because you never know who's going to be at a certain place at a certain night. And if you're interested in blues or R&B, you can go to this place on this night, or if you're interested in country, you can go to another night, or 90s rock, or whatever it is. There's always something for everybody, and that's a great thing.
I'm curious, what was your most like influential, like we were talking about influential people in our lives this year, what was your most, what influenced your music the most?
What influenced my music the most? Are we talking about like people, or are we talking about outside factors here?
I'd say like outside factors, like what really made, like what created almost like your sound, your genre?
That's a really good question. Well, I love country music. I think that's pretty evident for anybody that's ever met me. That is like, we talked about the Roman Empire thing, right? That is my Roman Empire. So country music in general, I love all the different genres, subgenres, and decades of country music. So I'd like to think that I pull a little bit of something for everybody. Another thing that really influences me outside of music is my faith. I'm a person of faith. And even though I have my own beliefs, I also believe at the end of the day there's 3 things that we all want in life, and that's to be heard, to be respected, and to be loved. And that's what I want to convey with my music the most. So even if you don't necessarily have the same beliefs as me, we can still get along and still find something to connect with over those 3 things.
Yeah, I respect that. And I guess you're singing Welcome to the Circle when we come back, and I'm just curious, what were some factors influencing that song?
So that song was written 2 weeks before I graduated college, about 4.5 years ago. And when you're at that point in college, you're kind of like, okay, I'm getting ready to like go off on my own and do all these things that I've been training for 4 years. And then you kind of have this like moment of panic of like, oh my gosh, this is it? What am I gonna do? And so I'm thinking about all of that, and I'm thinking about all the people and the instructors that I spent 4 years building relationships with. How am I gonna maintain those when I graduate and move back to Indiana? In the middle of all of that, my grandfather had a stroke back here. And my mom was supposed to come and see one of my final performances, and she called me 20 minutes before I was supposed to go on stage in the middle of sound check and said, hey, your grandfather just had a stroke. I'm turning around on the expressway. I'm going to meet the family at the emergency room. And I went on stage that night and I started crying. It was gospel band performance, which everybody's like, oh, she's feeling the Spirit. I'm like, yes, I'm feeling the Spirit, but not in the way you think I'm feeling the Spirit. So I sang my song, cried my eyes out. Everybody was crying. It was a whole thing. I went back to my apartment that night, and for 4 hours, the only song I listened to was Will the Circle Be Unbroken, which is a country, bluegrass, southern gospel song that was originally recorded by the Carter family in the 1930s. And I started with that version, and for 4 hours, just whatever came up on Spotify for Will the Circle Be Unbroken was what I listened to. As I mentioned before, I'm a person of faith, so that's kind of where I was like, you need to lean on your faith in these times. And then it became background noise. And then I kind of snapped out of it before I fell asleep that night and said, well, how does this song apply to your life right now? What does this question mean? Will the circle be unbroken? It's a song that carries a heavy meaning as far as country music goes, because it's always a new generation that's carrying on the torch of keeping country music alive. And at that time, that's what it meant to me. I want to be the person to step into the circle at the Grand Ole Opry House one day. But then at that moment, I was like, well, what does this mean? How do I carry on with my family in this time if my grandfather pulls through this or not? And how do I be there for my family? And I woke up the next morning and I wrote my answer to Will the Circle Be Unbroken in Welcome to the Circle.
I see.
So that's the long story.
No, that's really interesting. So, in what other ways would you say that just being able to do music, create music, and play music has just helped you personally?
That is my therapy outlet. Everybody talks about how when words fail, music speaks. And music is something that connects all cultures around the world. It does not matter how old the civilization is, if it's present times, if it's however many thousands of years ago, there's usually a music component to that culture, whether it be religiously, culturally, recreationally. Music is something that it unites all of us. We all have some sort of sonic language that we communicate through. And to me, it's therapy. It's trying to explain the way that I feel inside to other people that hopefully can connect with it and let them know that they're not alone.
That's really interesting, and I find it interesting because, I believe that same thing of like just the emotional stuff that like music holds, people's ability to just say things through music. So interesting. I'm really excited for this Saturday because I know it's going to be a variety of artists there throughout the night. What are you excited most about playing for Toys for Tots this Saturday?
I'm excited because it's going for a good cause. I believe that you have to give good into the world in order to get good back. Everybody talks about bad karma, but there's good karma too. And this time of year, I wake up on Christmas morning and I think about all the things that I've been blessed with in my life. I think that every morning, but especially around the holidays, and I feel like a lot of people agree with that. And to recognize that we're doing something for somebody who might not be as blessed as far as the physicality of things go, that makes me happy and that makes me feel fulfilled inside.
Well, I'm really excited to see you on Saturday and everyone else, and we're gonna listen to one of your songs after we hear some more news. So come back to hear her sing Welcome to the Circle.
Hey you, on that couch there.
Huh?
Are you tired of watching some boring old shows such as The Office?
Yeah, obviously.
Well then do I have something for you. It's The Friday Show.
The Friday Show?
That's right. The Friday Show has tons of episodes and things for you to watch.
Like what?
Well, we got reviews, skits, holiday specials, and many more.
Holy moly!
And check out this honest review about the show.
Man, this is the best show I've ever seen since 2008. This show is just so good. I bought a whole box of popcorn just to watch the show.
That's actually pretty cool. Where can I find it? It's on YouTube right now. Just look up PC3 Media on YouTube and you'll find it right there.
Honestly, that's a lot of powerful things said by LeAnn. Honestly.
Great, for any music writer out there, great information just for music writing and for the process of it.
Exactly.
But yeah, anyways.
We got some more stories. So.
We got a few more stories for you guys. So in sports news, the Pittsburgh Steelers will be spending the day monitoring a few key injuries as they finish preparation for Week 14 against the New England Patriots. A plethora of injuries have occurred against the Patriots, and over the course of the season, players such as Isaac Samalo, Landon Roberts, Mason Cole, and Najee Harris have suffered major injuries. The Steelers have been getting hit with a lot of injuries, and hopefully they can overcome this setback.
In space news, the UK rolls out a giant. The UK tech giant Rolls-Royce has unveiled a concept nuclear reactor that could power a future outpost on the moon. Although there's still left to work on before it leaves the atmosphere, and a few $1 million as well. You can read more on space.com.
That's going to be it from us today. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I'm Aiden.
And I'm Demetrius.
And let's throw it back to LeAnn to hear her song.
The all-new PC3 Media website is now up and running. Visit PC3media.com on the World Wide Web and get updates on our latest live stream broadcasts.
I love sports ball. Yay!
View our Friday show archives.
I'm in this. I like this.
That's the one I
Check out our latest newscasts.
News? They've got news on here? I love the news. What they got going on today?
View our class rosters and stream PC3 Radio online 24 hours a day.
The radio? It's like candy for my ears.
Don't miss out on the best student-run media group in Northwest Indiana. Visit PC3media.com today.
Hello guys, we are back here with LeAnn, and we are going to have a wonderful time listening to her play Welcome to the Circle for us.
Thank you for having me again.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
And everybody wants to find their person. And everybody wants to find their friends. And everybody wants to find a place like home. And everybody wants to be well known. But the cars and fancy house can't hold you late at night, but I will beat you there, carrying the light. So welcome to the circle. This is saying life begins. Welcome to a new day. For you may lose and you may win. Welcome to the family. You're one of us now. Welcome to the open arms of love, and let them hold you now. So welcome to the circle. And everybody wants to leave a legacy. And everybody knows there's more than what they see. And everybody needs to know that they're wanted. And everybody feels like to be forgotten. But you know that our hands, they fit together like a glove. And when I fall asleep at night, you're the one I'm thinking of. So welcome to the circle. And this is where life begins. Welcome to a new day, where you may lose and you may win. Welcome to the family. You're one of us now. Welcome to the open arms of love, and let them hold you now. So welcome to the circle. The end of the tunnel is almost here. All the stress and the fighting and the tears. And when we share the last tugs, we'll find it's hard to break from the rut. So welcome to the circle. And this is where life begins. Welcome to a new day, where you may lose and you may win. Welcome to the family. You're one of us now. Welcome to the open arms of love, and let them hold you now. So welcome to the circle. And this is where life begins. Welcome to a new day, where you may lose and you may win. Welcome to the family. You're stuck with us now. Welcome to the open arms of love, and let them hold you now. So welcome to the circle. So welcome to the circle. Oh, and welcome to the circle. Welcome to the open arms of love, and let them hold you now.
We just want to thank you so much for coming on to the show, and thank you guys for watching. Again, stay tuned for PM show. They're also having a special guest. And stay tuned for Toys for Tots on Saturday, and just have a wonderful morning. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.